Exactly 5 years ago today, Godzilla and Kong engaged in a tremendous battle. After slaying Kong, Godzilla dived into the depths of the ocean. After that day, he was never heard from again. After 5 years, we see a new scene. We see an island that was actually the home of Kong. Kong seems to have gotten bigger since we last saw him. When Kong wakes up from his sleep, he is having fun in the water. We see a little girl there that Kong liked so much, they were great buddies. Kong never argued with her and accepted everything she said. But this girl can neither speak nor hear. We see that Kong is really aggressive. He was incredibly offensive. He grabs a tree and throws it into the sky. He breaks through the wall of energy. We learn that Kong was held captive in the city to keep Godzilla from visiting, because these titans can defeat each other and it is feared that they will fight each other again. Since Kong is getting bigger and bigger, they decide to take him to another place. Then we see a boy who works for a company as hacker. The company he worked for made very modern things like machines, robots, and so on. But this hacker has doubts about his company. The company is developing something that should not be manufactured. That's why he hacks all the company's data. He learns that this company is moving a huge object to Hong Kong. But suddenly the alarm rings there. It was an alarm that Godzilla is coming. After a short time, Godzilla emerges from the sea. When he comes out, he begins to destroy everything. No one could explain why Godzilla tried to kill everyone, because he is a life-saving titan. Here we learn about Godzilla's nuclear power. Godzilla destroys the entire company with his powers. The news that Godzilla has arrived spreads all over the world. But this time his shape is changed. He is not like he used to be. He used to save people and now he kills anyone who attacks him. The owner of the company tells everyone that his company is working on a project. They will manage to make a device that is compatible with Godzilla. A girl named Madison follows this news. She does not believe in Godzilla's insult because she knew him very well. She thinks this news is a rumor. She claims that Godzilla could not hurt anyone because he helps people and saves them. Madison goes to his father and makes him understand that he cannot do such a thing. Someone has done something to him. Madison's father explains to her that these creatures and titans are just like humans. They, too, can change their moods, just like Godzilla has changed and now kills people. After that, Madison goes away and listens to the hacker's call. The hacker uploads an online video about this hacker. Madison decides to meet with the hacker. She will get to the bottom of it and ask why Godzilla became aggressive. Why did he destroy this company? Later, the owner of the company meets a senior doctor named Nathan. Dr. Nathan was actually a scientist. The company owner tells him that your Hollow Earth concept was correct. This was the place where the Titans were born. In fact, Dr. Nathan has published a book about another Earth called the Hollow Earth, which exists under the Earth. It is hidden and no one can see it. It is a source of energy for the Titans. There, the owner of the company allows Dr. Nathan to meet another man. He tells Dr. Nathan that we have discovered an energy source in the Hollow Earth. We do not know where it is located. It is under our Earth. Just as we draw energy from the sun, these titans draw energy from the Hollow Earth. If they manage to find the energy, they will be able to take on Godzilla. Dr. Nathan asks, but how are we going to get there? Because my brother tried to get there a few years ago, but he did not make it and died. Here we learn that the gravity on the Hollow Earth was 0. That's why everything flies through the air. The owner of the company asks Dr. Nathan not to worry, because his company has built an anti-gravity car. With its help we will travel to the Hollow Earth. The owner of the company tells him that every Titan has the ability to find his own home. Therefore, we should ask a Kong for help. After that, Dr. Nathan meets his doctor friend. This doctor has taken care of Kong. He tries to explain to her that we should send Kong to his house. His home is Hollow Earth and we cannot keep him there for long. If he gets out of here, Godzilla will attack him. Kong is only safe in the Hollow Earth. After some discussion, the doctor agrees, because they had no other choice. Then they bring Kong into the Hollow Earth with their army. Kong was chained. Kong's friend talks to Kong in sign language. Kong is angry, the girl says, because he is chained. The leader of the army tells the doctor that we will not leave Godzilla's path. We will choose another way so that Godzilla will not get wind of it. The doctor says, yes, that's exactly how we should do it. Godzilla and Kong are old rivals, because they both think they are the king of the monsters. When they meet, they will wreak havoc. Then we meet Madison with her friend on the hacker. The hacker tells them that the company is making a big deal. This thing is going to be moved to Hong Kong as soon as it's done. Godzilla did not like that and he destroyed the company. After that, we see that an alarm is set off in the ship where Kong was. The young girl has just informed the doctor that Godzilla is on his way. Dr. Nathan says that since Godzilla is coming outside, we should also free Kong and unchain him, so he can compete with Godzilla and save us. Finally, Godzilla comes outside. He moved towards them by destroying a ship. When Kong learns that Godzilla is coming, he begins to scream loudly, and he was tied up. As a result, they fire missiles and rockets at Godzilla. It does not harm Godzilla. Godzilla destroys their planes. Now Godzilla is moving towards Kong's ship. He destroys their ships and turns their ship upside down. As a result, Godzilla and many people are sunk in the sea. Then they break the chains of Kong. As a result, Kong fights with Godzilla and saves them. Then Godzilla and Kong get into a big fight. Kong throws Godzilla deep into the sea. Then he straightens the crooked ship so that the people can be saved. Godzilla gets up again and goes to the same ship where the girl was. Kong jumps from one ship to another and reaches the ship Godzilla was on. Kong hits Godzilla with full force. Godzilla also strikes back at him. Kong falls to the ground. Kong rises once more and attacks Godzilla, who is thrown into the sea. This makes Godzilla angry. When he sees this, he uses his nuclear powers. When Kong sees this, he jumps into the water to save his life. The light of Godzilla's nuclear power spreads everywhere and everyone is amazed when they see it. Here we learn about the power of Godzilla. They start the fight in the sea. Godzilla could breathe in the water, but Kong, who was like a human, could not breathe in the water. Therefore, Kong seemed to be defeated. Godzilla took Kong into the depths of the sea to kill him. The doctor says that we should help Kong, otherwise Godzilla will kill him. They shoot many missiles into the sea. Kong therefore comes outside to save his life. Dr. Nathan orders everything to be shut down. Turn off all the machines and engines so that Godzilla thinks that we are dead and defeated. Then turn everything off. Godzilla looks at Kong angrily and then leaves. The doctor says that if we keep walking, Godzilla will realize that we are alive and he will attack us. How can we move forward and how will we take on Kong? Dr. Nathan says that we will seize him by flying him up. On the other side, we see Madison entering the company with her friends. She wanted to check the thing that this company made, whereupon Godzilla became aggressive and attacked. There they find huge eggs of an animal. When they find the eggs, their door is locked. In fact, the place where they were locked was a machine. It took them to Hong Kong along with the eggs. Then we see that the whole army manages to bring Kong into the Hollow Earth. They ask Kong to enter the cave of the Hollow Earth, but Kong refuses to go there. They decide that they will ask the girl to force him to go there, because he did not refuse the girl. Kong is made aware that your family and many other creatures are present. Kong agrees to go to this cave. Kong goes to the cave with the Hollow Earth. They follow Kong in their anti-gravity car. It was a unique world. They had anti-gravity cars, so their lives were saved. There were many different monsters in the Hollow Earth. Then a flying monster attacks their anti-gravity car. It wanted to attack the girl, but Kong kills it. He tears off its head. After that, Kong moves forward and all follow him. On the Hollow Earth there was no gravity, so everything flew through the air. Madison and her friends reach Hong Kong. There they learn about secret weapons. This company has made another Godzilla to kill Godzilla. His name was Mechagodzilla. The person who controlled him was introduced by the owner of the company, Dr. Nathan. To check the powers of Mechagodzilla, the Skull Crawler is left there. Mechagodzilla kills the Skull Crawler with his powers. Here the problem arises that they need more power to control Mechagodzilla. This power was only available in the Hollow Earth. That was the reason why the company owner was looking for a power source to bring Mechagodzilla back to life. Later we see that Mechagodzilla is activated. When Mechagodzilla becomes active, Godzilla senses it. He starts to move to Hong Kong, where the Mechagodzilla was. The Hollow Earth was very beautiful. Hollow Earth had a power source in his mountain. Kong moves there and opens the door. He growls. Kong finds there a weapon made from Godzilla's body. With this axe he sits in a place like a king. Godzilla has reached Hong Kong and is now on his way to Mechagodzilla. Everyone is running to save his life. Kong finds the power source there and he finds out that it can also charge this axe, because his axe works when it is fully charged and becomes stronger. Godzilla learns that someone has come, so he throws his atomic energy on the ground. This nuclear energy penetrates the ground and reaches Kong. The owner of the company plays a trick on them. She sends a sample of this energy to the company to activate the Mechagodzilla. The doctor has forbidden her to do that, but she does not listen to her. When she realizes that Godzilla is on his way, she takes flight. But then Kong destroys her car. Kong gets ready to fight Godzilla with his axe. Godzilla gives Kong a sign of war with nuclear forces. Kong comes to Hong Kong and attacks Godzilla with his axe and gets stuck in the building. Godzilla seizes the chance and pounces on Kong and they fight fiercely. Godzilla tries several times to kill Kong with his nuclear powers, but Kong fights bravely and survives every time. Then Kong attacks Godzilla with his axe and he is injured. Godzilla becomes aggressive and throws Kong away with his nuclear powers, but Kong stops this force with his axe. They engage in a long fight. Since Godzilla was very strong, it seemed that Kong would be defeated. Godzilla hurts Kong and throws him to the ground. He starts growling by putting his feet on his chest. When Kong sees this, he growls too and Godzilla leaves Kong lying there. The owner of the company discovers the energy source with which he can activate Mechagodzilla. Here we learn that Mechagodzilla is huge and more powerful than Godzilla. But here Mechagodzilla controls everything. He kills the owner of the company, then he kills his assistant. Then Mechagodzilla comes outside and breaks through the wall. When Godzilla sees Mechagodzilla, he goes up to kill him. They fight fiercely. Since Mechagodzilla was so powerful, Godzilla looked defeated. Mechagodzilla hits Godzilla many times and he falls down. Madison and the hacker try to turn off the power of Mechagodzilla, but all the machines there were locked. On the other side we see the injured Kong, whose condition is now very bad. He was about to die. When the girl hears Kong's heartbeat, she says that it will soon be over. Dr. Nathan says that we have to give Kong an electric shock to save his life. You give him a shock with the anti-gravity car. Kong shakes himself and he regains consciousness. The girl tells Kong that Godzilla is not our rival, but our friend. So you go off to help her. Kong goes to save Godzilla. Mechagodzilla was just about to kill Godzilla when Kong arrived. Kong saves him. Godzilla understands that Kong and I should fight together with him. Mechagodzilla was so powerful that he was heavily attached to the two of them. Kong finds his axe, but unfortunately it was not loaded. Nevertheless, Kong uses this axe and attacks Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla was about to kill Kong when he stopped him. Madison and the hacker were unable to disable the machine, so they splashed it with water. Mechagodzilla is turned off for a while. When the opportunity presents itself, Mechagodzilla charges Kong's axe with his nuclear powers. Kong was now so strong that he destroyed Mechagodzilla. He breaks his feet and hands and cuts off every part of his body. Finally, he also knocks off his head. Now that Mechagodzilla was dead, everything returns to normal. But then Godzilla gets up again. Kong takes out his axe and gets ready to fight with Godzilla. They do not fight because they helped each other, and Godzilla returns to the sea from which he came. Kong enters the hollow earth forever and he took the little girl with him. At this point the movie ends. Thanks for watching.